In this video, I'm going to show you how I color graded the images from my last video. Let's get straight into Capture One. Alrighty, so we are in Capture One. And as you can see, these are some of the photos that we are going to try to edit and replicate. So the first thing I'm going to do, what am I going to do? I'm going to say new variants. Nope, I don't want to do that. I want to go clone variants. There we go. And we are going to reset that variance. Cancel. Okay. So we're going to reset that back, and then we're going to try work back to that image as best as we can. Now, I did create a preset for this. So that does make my workflow a bit quicker. But just to start from scratch, you can see nice and zoomed in. I've added some grain. There is actually no photoshopping in any of these photos. This is pretty much straight out of the camera, only processed in Capture One. Okay, so first things first, we are in the adjustments panel. I was checking the white balance, try and find a spot that's kind of neutral. There we go. Definitely added a little bit of contrast. Saturation for sure. Let's take it up to around 25. We could tweak the highlights a little bit, I think, maybe just bring that down a touch. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go into our color wheel, and we'll start with the shadows. And I feel like I just pushed a little bit of reds into the shadows, somewhere like that. We pull down on the shadows there, the midtones. Let's push that a bit into the sort of orange area. That looks pretty good somewhere there. Pull down the mids, something like that, and then highlight. Just warm those up a little bit. And that is looking pretty close. You pull the highlights down. Let's get a little bit more in there. And maybe push the mids a bit. And shadows. Maybe some, yeah, sorry, let's reset that. Maybe put the highlights down. Somewhere there. Okay, so that is looking really good. Okay, so the only step that I'm missing is to darken down the blacks a little bit. And what I normally do is, this is actually to change the color of the sky. But there is quite a fair amount of blue in her t-shirt, and what we're going to do is just pull that away from sort of pull it more into the blues, I guess, and then reduce the lightness. There we go, something like that. And let's just play around with that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty close. Feels like it's probably somewhere there. And then finally, we're going to go into our Refine tab, and we're going to put our grain on Silver Rich. I must say, lately, I've actually been using the tubular grain. It just feels a little bit harsher, more aggressive, which I've kind of been enjoying, but that is to your taste. So let's put it back onto and highlight our one, Silver Rich. something like that. Kind of feel like maybe this one is a little bit saturated. So let's pull down our saturation on our skin tones. Something like that. Or maybe to do anything with the tint. No. There we go. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Yeah, pretty spot on. Okay, so let's go into our next image. Let's do the same thing. This one doesn't look like I applied any grain. But maybe we can do that now. So let's go to right click, clone variant, and let's reset that. Okay, so alright, so first things first. Okay, so it doesn't look like I played with the white balance, but it definitely looks like I brightened that image up and that looks pretty dark. And let's just run through the exact same steps. Contrast looks pretty good. Let's pick it up there. Full saturation up a little bit. Okay, let's get into our color wheels. Not really picking out the sky. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, I'm not really doing much. Okay, let's get into our shadows. Push a bit of reds up in there. Somewhere there. Pull down the shadows to something like that. Midtones. There's something there. Highlight. I don't want to get too funky with that. Something like that. Let's see what we did. Yeah. Okay, so let's pull down the highlights a little bit. We should pull them down quite a lot. And I would say that is pretty spot on. And just for fun, let's add some grain. Go to your Refine tab. I'm going to use tubular grain. And let's just push that up. Oh, in the wrong picture, sorry. Tubular. Here we go. Maybe some more. Yeah, great. There's me right over there. Okay, and onto our last image in the set. And we'll start the same again. So let's clone that. Clone variant. Reset. As you can see, I mean, the pics look pretty good straight out of camera. Let's pull them up side by side, and then we can just check as we go along. Go back into Adjustments tab. Just double checking. I didn't actually. So a lot of these I'm shooting in. I used to shoot a lot in sort of daylights, daylight white balance, and now lately. For the past while, I've actually been using the custom white balance tool. Using the auto white balance tool, and it does a surprisingly good job. Just taking up the saturation there a little bit, going into our color wheels, and we can quickly just go push some reds into the shadows, maybe take it down more towards the magenta tone. Pull down the shadows a little bit more. It looks pretty good already. Midtones. Somewhere there looks good. And our highlights. And then just dial it back. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm just going to jump into the skin tone here. And what you could do is just pull down the lightness quite subtly. Maybe just pull them overall. There we go. Okay, so that looks pretty spot on. And again, let's bring some grain into that because I am loving my grain. Let's go to tubular. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want, I can make this into a style, which I can make available to purchase. Let me know if that's something you would want or be interested in. You can just drop me a comment. Yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't give it a thumbs up. And hopefully I'll see you soon in the next video.